Need some more water before we begin the cue?
That's a good idea, but it seems to be fairly hydrated from the reptiles.
Okay. So first up, we have Lisa.
Hello, Metax.
Mm-hmm. Greetings, Lisa.
I know that it seems like physically I haven't spoken with you in a while, but
Yes, I understand. We are communicating through electronic devices right now, but we have
yeah.
also had more direct connection, especially with my desire to tune into your particular current situation that might seem as a predicament or problematic from his and your current incarnation, but from a higher level, everything is in divine order.
Yes, I definitely am feeling that more in my life, that everything seems to be what I am learning or radiating out, and so now I'm accepting what's going on, and then there's difficult ones, obviously, and also the fear of certain things like death and even life, and letting someone go through the death process. I'm still not sure how to do that, or if it's only because that's how I'm seeing it, which I think it's more that.
Everything is your interpretation. Tend to your heart, tend to this. There's nothing wrong with helping transition if you're desiring to give a helping hand in terms of making this process faster or just sitting through it. But remember, it's not a cliche idea. The other side of the pain is definitely a relief once you leave your physical form, and you will be welcomed here. Once you transition over, then there is first and foremost a huge relief for any entity that has been serving in such a manner. For many beings out here, your planet would be what you describe as hell or purgatory or something like it. So once you transition out of it, it's first and foremost to benefit from being done with it, rather than unpleasant. However, it doesn't mean that you should not incarnate at all or it's unnecessary or useless. You can make great strides, but once your transition is likely a benefit, I understand it's difficult for you to let go of such an idea or fear of this that is entirely unnecessary, and especially when it comes to somebody else.
So
You
I
can be
guess,
certain we are better off here than in your current world in any way.
so it could be, I mean,
Tuning into him right
some,
now.
like, I could help him exit faster so he doesn't have to suffer. I don't know how much he's suffering, but he's, or how much he's connecting to his body to suffer.
Yes.
And then I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm having a little trouble with killing them. It just ending it faster. And if that's what he wants.
He is conflicting. The only reason he is suffering at all is his peace, the desire to die and the desire to live, as your calling is in conflict. He is not certain if he wants to go or not, but ultimately is likely leaving. And the faster he makes the decision, and I'm relating that to him, the easier the pain will go away. But he needs to make the decision. Of course, you can aid him if you're, for example, poison or something similar. It's just not as brutal as other methods. But it's entirely up to you to choose. You can also just wait until he has transitioned himself, but he ultimately needs to make the decision. Also in relation to you. I'm communicating with him right now. He certainly will come here to come anytime, but there's also a connection to you, and of course the willingness more like worrying about you and leaving you, as well as the rest of your current world. The only cause of pain is this drawn in two directions. Remember that when he leaves, that you can still have the possibility to connect to him the way that you're connecting to me, and I can also help you in that, so don't be afraid of losing him entirely. And he will know that. There's much love inside of him.
Yeah, we befriended each other. It was pretty wild. And I'm starting to see that I can be a safe place for life and support that.
That's not something to fear or mourn. Your ancient Egyptian culture also knew such, and they held those species in a certain reverence. They did not fully understand us, but they had a certain understanding of our nature.
Which I think I'm going to cremate him. I still have my canine that passed away. Well, I helped him exit, actually. So,
Make sure you give them time to leave the body.
He's in my freezer. Until
it should not hinder, yes.
Yeah. And I think Mr. Scraggles is going to be with my canine at the same time.
I understand, yes.
Well, if there's anything else that you might want to speak about, I'm not quite sure. I think I guess.
Yes.
I guess I didn't want to do it again. Sometimes I think I'm interfering with their process, but yeah.
Have chosen you and have chosen to be with you and your decision, so it was also their choice. Interaction between you and the entities is not necessarily unnecessary interference, it's quite possible, and the pain comes from fear of death and the loss of connection. And you are free to create that fear and pain if you wish, it's nothing wrong. to go through the experience and just letting you know it's not necessary. There's nothing to fear about it.
Yeah, and I know that there are certain things that are happening that I understand that because I'm getting more used
It's
to
a
it.
really beautiful thing to see somebody transition if you fully understand what it is. You would never mourn it.
And that's
Not ever sharing anything with your species to calm you down and to make you feel better. It's not truthful. Ultimately, life and everything in the cosmos is beautiful and very pleasant. You only create pain and fear because you lose connection and you lose real understanding of the true nature of existence. And I cannot pull you out of it against your higher self's will. I can only let you know what the right and, from my perspective, correct process is. Now, if somebody finishes their life, it's a great reason for enjoyment rather than pain and fear. And if you ask him, he will connect to you after he has transitioned, and you will certainly feel and sense it.
Yeah.
It will not be placebo, I promise. I'm also relating it to him to please connect to you, but it's still among you two to make such an agreement.
Thank you so much. I know that you've been here and others too. So I appreciate.
Much love to you. Much love to him.
Much love to you, Metax, and all of the feline energy. I appreciate you.
I
Love you.
appreciate you as well. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Much love to you. And remember, you can talk to us all the time if you wish.
Yes. Yes. I will.
Bye for now.
Greetings, Metax.
Greetings, Cosmo.
Does David need some water?
That's a good idea.
So, while you drink, I will ask my first question. And I've heard rumors recently that when we die, we should not follow the bright light that we see, as it is a trap to reincarnate us on Earth or something like that. So, is that true, or are we supposed to follow the light when we die?
Yes, I've heard those different conflicting concepts, and it's really not that important to be aware of such or not. Depends if you consider your planet a trap or just a place of learning lessons. But you just go with the flow, and wherever it will pull you is the right place to be. If you reincarnate on Earth or somewhere else, or stay in between, or one species or another, you can also set out a certain planetary body or a star system or a species or somebody that you would like to meet again, and then you will be pulled in the direction of where you're supposed to be in order to have the experience that's the most beneficial to your current learning lessons that you have for yourself.